afternoon and welcome to part 2 of information from the CEO's desk. You might have read the small article we had in our newsletter about the key changes coming to aged care in 2025. A lot of those changes are about increased reporting and increased information being made available to the government. We already report 8 clinical indicators such as weight loss, falls with injury, multiple medication use for residents who live in aged care. We already report the number of staff we have on site, the care minutes and the RN minutes provided per resident per day. In July, there will be 3 more indicators added to that reporting suite, which means every 3 months we will now be reporting 14 different clinical indicators to the government. Also, every quarter we already report what we spend on aged care. So what we spend on food and nutrition, what we spend on supplements, and what we spend on care. We will shortly be also reporting about how many staff we have who support residents in terms of activities or leisure and lifestyle, as well as allied health reporting. So minutes provided for support by the physiotherapists, Austin and Shafali, and by any external providers such as occupational therapists, speech pathologists or dietitians. It's great that the government has insisted upon increased transparency in aged care. It's great that you will have access to more information about us and about how we spend money provided both from residents and from the government. But the increased reporting has a downside, and that is it now takes more of our staff and more of our staff's time to report and record the information. So instead of the number of administrative staff we have getting less and more staff providing face-to-face care and support, in some ways it seems that the changes the government wanted are counterproductive. The government always wanted and aimed for more care staff and more RN staff to be provided to support the care and needs of residents. But the reality is that instead, while we have increased the number of those staff, instead there will be an increase in office staff who will be doing nothing but counting numbers and shuffling paper. And that will be repeated across every aged care facility in this country. So it seems to me that the point of the reforms is probably going to be largely lost in some ways as to what they hope to achieve. I hope you enjoyed the message, and we'll see you next time.